today we are going to look at the enumerate method. So if you're like me and you're wondering what the word enumerate means, it means to mention one by one or to count. So in Python, we are using it for the same purpose when we are dealing with iterables such as list or a dictionary or a string. We might need to keep count. So the enumerate method adds a counter to an iterable and returns it in the form of an enumerating object. This enumerated object can then be used directly for loops or converted into lists or tuples using the list function. First, let's see the syntax. So the syntax of enumerate is basically brackets the iterable, that is the list or a string or whichever iterable you're using, and the start value from where you want to start counting. Now, it is an object. It is returning object, which means if you're going to print it, which we are going to see here, it is not going to show you the items inside it. See that here now. All right. It is not going to show you the items inside. It's an object, which means it actually doesn't take the memory. So if you want to see what's inside it, you have to print it as a list. And here you go. Gonna commit that. And all right, we get it as tuples. It's a pair of, the count and the value. Now we can also convert it into a list. For now here we can see it has been looped over. Okay, now we can convert it into a list as well. So let's see here. All right, we get a list of tuples. Next, what if we want to convert it into a dictionary? And that is here. That is the dict method and enumerate vehicle. And also we're going to start from 10. Till now we had started from 0 or the default value, which is also 0. We can mention from where we want to start counting. So now we get the dictionary. Now, what if we have a string called Daniel? What if we want to see the list? What if we want to count the number of, characters in Daniel? And that's what we get here. We get, since we are starting from 1, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are, 6 characters. And we can also do the same by converting it into a dictionary since it has a key value pair. So here we get it as a tuple with, the count and the value. Here we also get it as a key value pair, as a dictionary. So using enumerate object in loops and list comprehension. So let's see. We have a new list here with fruits with apple, banana, and mango inside it. And we want it one by one. So we want to give a count for it and we want to print it, the items inside the list. So when we give this enumerate fruit comma 1, we change this into tuples. So we have, the count and the value pair as a tuple and we're going to print it. All right. And there you go. Next, what if we want to change the format of it? What if we want the fruits first and then we want the count? So if you want to start from 100, say 100, 101, we can also do that. We can change the format. We can change the order. Yes, and we have got apple 100, banana 101, mango 102. Next, we're going to see printing it, the count first and then the value. All right. So we have the count and then the value here, and we can get it separately. We can print it separately. Next, what if we want to loop through a dictionary? So here we were, converting it into a tuple or a list. What if we want to convert it into dictionary? So we have to give dict1 items for x comma y, that is the key value pair. We want to print it and we are also putting a period in the middle of it. And there you go. We have 10 car, 11 bus, and 12 plane. Now, what if I want to change these, into title case? I want the, first letter to be title case. It's not anything related to enumerate, but I'm just doing it so that it is looking pretty. And here you go. Yes. Here, what I've done is I've put it into title case and that I have fed it into the enumerate. So it is just adding some spice in the programming. That's all. Just showing you what you can be done, what can be done by you, with this enumerate method. Next, we have the next element. All right. So basically, enumerate, serves as an iterator, which means it is associated, it is inheriting all the associated iterator functions and methods, and it gets all the piece of an iterator. And an iterator is an object represents a stream of data. Every time we pass the iterator to the next function, the next item in the stream is returned. So let's see here. The first item is apple. So we have the count and we're going to have the value here. The next after apple is banana and we get banana. So what if we had put it as in enumerate comma 1? So now it starts from 1 comma 0 comma 1, 0 and 1. Let's see what happens. We get 1, 2. Okay. We're going to do the same but in a for loop. And there you go. And there you have the enumerate method. If you have any questions, please comment it. Thank you.